Hello everybody, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2 Conflux Mod Part 20. When it's loaded in, I'll tell you where we're up to. I think we're about to go into the inn. Yes, where we were yesterday morning. So let's get on with it, shall we? What's that? Veiled Undead, okay. Right, let's go and have a look.
If they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
You have interrupted my newest masterpiece!
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns to his poem, but his voice cracks mid-verse.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my muse has been begging me to write something new. Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed! I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime.
Hero, puff out your chest. Surely you wouldn't demand a payment from a hero as renowned as yourself.
Normally I'd argue with you, but you do have a certain look about you. Very well. But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face some difficult questions. Are you prepared to answer?
Oh yes.
He stares at you for a few torturing moments.
Your eyes betray the guilt of the human race. You believe it your right to ravage Grivalon. What say you?
Insist that it's only through human might that Rivalon can find peace.
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
Ah, arrogance! That most peculiar of human traits, given your lack of cultural accomplishment. Save the towers you erect in worship of greed. What riches do you seek, human?
Tell me you seek fellowship, not fortune.
Indeed. You seem almost fearless in your conviction. But I know better. Stripped of their swords and shields, humans are as fragile as flower petals. Admit your cowardice.
Admit nothing. Humans are defined by their steadfastness and courage.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows
Suck on that.
to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completed another modern classic. Listen now, and bask in its resounding refrain.
Now you be careful what you say.
The war drums keep the rhythm of patrol. Humankind establishes control. Sound the horn and shout the battle cry. 'Tis through their might that peace may multiply. Of silver, gold, and diamonds now dispose. With friends and lovers find your true repose. So journey forth and tread the proper trail. And shout to all, the humans must prevail.
Well, that was a very nice win, mate, and it was on point. Oh, hello.
The war drums keep
The spirit of a magister stares dumbly at her translucent hand, the fingers of which have been sheared off.
My ring! Where's my ring?
Ask what happened to her.
The spirit pivots her wrist, staring at the fingerless hand, utterly, morbidly entranced.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
Implore explains who she means. Who attacked her?
The spirit stares, absorbing your question. Finally, she points her fingerless hand towards the kitchen.
Oh, the cook. Ask her when she died. Recently?
The spirit's lips part, trying to form an answer, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares at you, unable to find the words.
Say that you know magisters have gone missing lately. Is she one of them?
The spirit looks at you with the smallest flicker of realization.
I was still alive when she started cutting pieces off me. She wanted me to feel it. All of it.
Ooh. And who killed
The
her?
spirit inclines her
There
head
we go.
towards the kitchen.
So her body hasn't been found. Does she know where it might be? Oh, I know where it is.
Spirit ponders your question and seems to shiver.
Oh, in many places. I feel my body in 100 moving graves, warm and wet.
Yuck.
Nothing too hard, they got nothing to be scared of.
Missing Magisters, yeah, we know who it is.
The war drums keep the rhythm of patrol.
Damn right.
Humankind establishes control.
It's the great one.
Sound the horn.
That's a word with Safa.
Her elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the sparkling ale.
And
Tell her she looks like she's in bad shape. Ask if she ought to not to take it easy.
drink or shut up.
Look from her to drink, shrug and drink it down.
Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a pretty shape.
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim barlight.
Bottoms up.
Still warm from the first glass. The setting seems all the more attractive. You gulp it down.
Cheers to you, me.
We'll end up passing out at this rate. Okay.
It swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Never mind. Cheers to you, me, and me again. Another.
Look at her closely. Her eyes are bloodshot and bleary. On red lines her face. Tell her she should stop drinking, really. Your face feels numb. Nod at the glass. Screw up your face and look at her closely. It's not like any else you've met so far.
Psh, give me one good reason.
Oh, I've got a persuasion. Don't matter. Failure 1, 3 needed.
Stares you dead in the eye and quick.
Oh,
Let's end that then. Let's try this with... she's fallen off the stool.
dwarf and an elf is well.
Lovely. Okay, I'm still drunk.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Scholar, recall a common greeting from a generation ago and respond in kind.
The soft lines of her face fold into a warm smile. She sets the glass on the counter and pours you a generous portion of an amber liquor.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. You and my Niles would get along. Nice to see an unfamiliar face. What brings you to Driftwood, darling?
Tell the truth, you come from Fort Joy.
Joy? Praises be, but that's where my boy Niles is stationed. He's the physician overseeing all the camp.
Shudder and recall certain Niles you met in Fort Joy, a sadistic torturer. Describe his appearance and ask us if you have the right man.
Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him.
You made a madman and a deviant. Oh no, better not tell her that. Yeah, so you knew him to be a fine physician.
A fine physician indeed. That's my boy. Some say all a growing child needs is food and sunshine. I say abstinence and chastity will grow him finer than either one of those. Oh, but it's so good to meet a friend of Niles. Here, have a little something to eat. Niles' favourite, you know. No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his.
What?
All his instruments and books are stored away upstairs, all but forgotten. It's such a terrible waste.
Yes, she has a room full of nicest old things. She must be incredibly proud of housing such a trove in her tavern. Oh, we got the success of it. Okay.
You can hang your hat on that. I'd love to show you, but I'm afraid I can't leave the bar unattended. This crowd isn't to be trusted, believe you me. But I suppose, well, there's no harm, is there? You seem to be a good sort. One of Lucian's own, isn't that right? Here, Take this key and head on up the stairs. You'll find Niall's room there. He'd want to know his fine things weren't languishing unappreciated in his old room.
Ah, thank you very much. Have you got anything to sell? No. Okay then. While we're near, let's have a word with Garmin.
Ah, finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please.
Tell me on server.
Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion. After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly.
Relent and ask him what's the matter.
His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds, and the waiter won't even bring me any stew.
Ask him to tell you more about his missing supplies. Perhaps you could retrieve it.
Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you in, well, Void Woken?
You've slain them before and you plan to do it again.
Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Lee, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a Void Woken. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back.
So you should be able to get the supplies back, but you're wanting your fair share of the takings.
Of course. Of course. We'll, discuss the specifics once you've returned. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck.
Thank you. How many turns have we got left? One, it's nearly over. Save.
Stew is good, if you're thinking of eating.
Connie Gregor.
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight?
Fight? What fight?
This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one?
Tell her a fight is probably inevitable. Ask her to fight with you when the time comes.
Buy me a drink and I'll think about it.
Toss her a roll coin.
Cheers. Later then.
Okay, just in case. We don't want to go upstairs yet. I don't think they give us anything.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to
Don't
hide,
really
they got
kill her.
nothing to be scared of.
That divine voice, that idyllic poetry. I could lose myself in Barstan's cinnamon eyes.
For all I care, it's the greater good. The war drums keep the rhythm of patrol.
Stand still.
Humankind establishes.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloth, the weight of your bag. A moment passes. Then a smile creases his face, a smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic, a smile that doesn't reach his eyes.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing bowl of
Tell him you're looking for something a little more spice.
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
Tell him to stop stalling and come right out with it.
I'm sorry. I mistook you for a different kind of person. My mistake. I shall return to serving me other customers, and I wish you a good, if boring, appetite.
Offer him a handful of coins to change his mind.
I'm sorry. It's not about the money.
Offer him double.
Really? You insult me now?
Offer him double and more.
Smile spreads across his face. He holds out his hand.
Pay him 150.
We speak in the same language. So, let me ask you this. Across the world, who is renowned above all others for their exquisite lovemaking abilities?
Telling love one set of lizards, it's all in the tongue. Okay.
He gives you a strange look, then realizes you're on the right track.
Yes, exactly. And for an insignificantly small sum, I can introduce you to the greatest lizard lover the world has ever seen.
Don't that seem steep?
The price, I'm afraid, is not negotiable. And believe me, this really is one exceptional kin lover. You sure you wouldn't care to change your mind?
Name
The money
100.
vanishes into his apron.
Now, let me ask you this. What flavour of stew do you prefer? Do you like the strong and meaty variety? Or do you prefer it delicate and fragrant, if you get
So you like the feminine touch?
Upstairs, on the second floor. Her name is Zara. Pleasure is her business. Enjoy the experience.
He gives you a mischievous grin, then dips his head in salute and turns away.
Okay then. We shall pay her a visit. First,
What's this?
yeah, it appears a Wivlier, Black Bull's cook, is behind His Majesty's disappearance. Love has a price. Reading Ledger, Garvin's stuff, Driftwood Arena.
The cook acknowledges you with a small bow, an oddly formal gesture given the surroundings.
Please, sir, you should not be back here. It's not safe.
Scholar, inhale the aroma in the kitchen. I comment that the cook must favour nutmeg.
Cinnamon, not nutmeg.
Oh,
There's a food shortage in these parts. Fresh meat can be hard to come by.
unless you kill it yourself.
Guys, all sorts of sins. Now, please, I must return to my work.
Hold up. Ring you found, the one she took off the dead Magisters.
She grabs the ring and glares at you, like a rattlesnake observing its next live meal.
They should have just kept out of this.
I have to pay for what she's
Hey,
done.
for what I've done, I should be thanked. Magisters are a blight. They deserve worse than the death I gave them. I wouldn't taint the earth with their carcasses. Better that they vanish into unsuspecting stomachs.
So you think she's crossed the line? You have to tell someone what's going on.
The cook shakes her head ruefully.
You should have just forgotten about all of this.
Fight!
I'll yield to none.
Ow. Bye. No, 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 no. There we go.
Cooking notes. Wait, there's something wrong with this.
Food splotched recipe. So list and the magisters are there. Who's going next? Who's been cooked? Keys. Bombs. Not for sale. Adventurer's liquid friend. What's that? When it looks like bruiser on a commotion, take our advice and tell down emotion. Instead, stir up a drink, have yourself a small think, and enjoy your ingenious potion. Okay. 3 new recipes. Meaty stew, I ain't eating that. Disembodied foot.
A lifeless elven child is cradled in your arms. Your vision blurs with tears. You look away to a raised valley below. Tendrils of death fog dissipate, revealing a victorious Divine Order army advancing. Humans, magisters, murderers.
Oh, ghost. It's a ghost.
The spirit of Wivlia glares at you with all the venom she can muster.
She didn't like that. Okay, like that. I'll go down there. We don't need that. Food. Book. Traps, is that a separate one? Yes, it is. No, it's runes. List items. Skill books can go in there. Grenades and traps. Okay. Let's do that. We're saving. Garlic. Fish pie dough. Garlic. Poison bottle of beer.
Rubbish.
Tomato soup. Bread. Cookie ham, sweeper,
This again.
pizza. sail, sail, sail. Sail, sail, sail. Right. Let's go upstairs, I think.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort
The
Joy
town is
for one
poor,
night
but
with a lizard?
this room is rich.
Then you're an
A weathered
idiot.
woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself, and somewhere nearby you hear a bell ringing.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass.
She had a compass, she must have been captain. Ask her where his ship lies berthed.
The ship is in the on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad.
Till you hear the bells and the cruel laughter too.
I'm haunted by my crew. They ring the bell to drive me mad. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
We'll try.
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eyes wide with hate, and all the time he rings his bell. He registers your presence. His head swivels towards you.
Spoke to the lady captain, didn't you? I seen you cozying up. Are you her man, or sail you with us?
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
How much time he sets sail himself, his life is over. He can go to the Hall of Echions.
I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain.
Praising for his sterling performance.
Rocks ahead.
Till he's in more shore leave. Oh, come on.
His lip curls over his black.
Rocks ahead, Captain.
The bell rings.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it
A
sent to
ghostly
Fort
seaman stares at the captain. His lip.
Sail you with her, lizard, or sail you with us? I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks.
There we go.
And I'm on duty here. There are rocks ahead and the captain must know it.
Tell me he's relieved.
He blinks once, twice. A single salty tear drips from one ghostly eye. The bell falls silent. He raises a finger to his temple in salute and fades away.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
She babbles breathlessly on, barely aware you're there, and nearby sounds a ringing bell.
My ears are still a ringing.
Tell her the bell should ring no more.
And I have you to thank for it? Then thank you, I surely do. That accursed bell lies with the Peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows. My compass lies there too.
Claiming an expert salvager, you could easily find a compass for her and it tells you where to look.
Let me mark your chart. But you be warned. Stay off the wreck itself. Let her lie as a monument to her dead crew, and as testament to my mistake.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Ask what happened to the Peacemaker's cargo. If there was one, it must have salvage value.
She goes white as the proverbial ghost.
You've got no call to go looking for no cargo. As far as anyone's concerned, we sailed with an empty hold, and if there's anything left to salvage, you leave it where it is. Heed me. Leave the cargo of the Peacemaker alone.
She turns away. Conversation over.
Okay then. Intelligence, poison. Won't take that.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to
Not
Fort
really
Joy.
worth it, but what the hell?
You got that
You're
right,
willing to risk
Hilka.
Fort
You
Joy
got
for
that
one
right.
night with a lizard. Then
And
you're
I'm
an
saying
idiot.
you can trust me. I can see a source. It's a shame it is.
An absolute shame.
What are they talking about? What's a shame?
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor dear.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't
Hey, Renaissance.
avoid working on me.
Thank you. Thanks for the follow. I'll stretch later.
You said it, Ilga. You're a true patriot.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
And how are you this fine morning? Magister Eden.
Yeah? What do you want?
So you want the very best for all peoples?
Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think?
Remember that optimism is a moral duty.
If that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you can help us settle an argument.
And that's what the disagreement is.
Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards, and Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see
You want to know how to unlock which romance with who?
And you can't be too careful, you know. If they can get Alexander.
I believe you can romance various characters. I think in my first playthrough I went with Losa. We've already romanced Fane a little bit.
They look at you expectantly.
What shall we say? I think it depends on a lot of the responses that you're given all through the game. I think, I'm not sure, 100% though. Which reminds me, I wanted to check on something. How do you... No, I don't think there is. I think it's just instinct, really. You do it by the questions you need to answer. Certain ones, I think, trigger the romance options. And I can't remember which ones they are. But I'm sure you can romance nearly every character. Yeah, you're very welcome. Not really much help. I know it's not. I'm not 100% certain how you do it exactly. I'm just looking up attitude because I can't remember how you see the attitude. There we go. How do I check my party? Ah, right. Okay. I shall do that after. Say if they're asking you for advice, they must know the situation is dodgy.
Eden looks victorious. Thatcher looks unconvinced.
See? I told you.
Thatcher shrugs.
All right, move along there. You may be wiser than you look, but you're of no more use to me.
She turns back to her drink.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Right, here we go.
Sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Well, that doesn't work.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander and get
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
Right as rain, Hilka.
Then you're
Not much of a
idiot.
landlubber, but sometimes I get no choice in the matter. Besides, there's business to take care of.
Yes, it is. I'm looking how to get the attitude. According to this guide on the internet, it says to right-click on them in the game window, not the portraits on the left, and select Examine.
Yes.
That doesn't work.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away.
Hmm.
And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander...
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort
You're
Joy.
right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
You're willing to risk Fort
Oops.
Joy for one
How
night
do I
with
see
a
party attitude? Let's try another one. Right click on the character model. Oh, here we go. Examine.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Attitude 20. Okay. Seems like 20's pretty standard. Yeah, 20.
Curiosity kills the cat,
gotta pick who
or
you
gets
can
it sent to Fort Joy.
You got that right, Hilka. You
You're
got that
willing to
right.
risk
Yeah,
Fort
examine.
Joy for one night with a lizard?
You can trust me. I can see...
Thank God for the internet. Right, where are we up to? We need to go and see. Let's go and have a word with this guy first. Yeah, it can be, and I've beaten it once. I played this game when it first came out,
Or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
and I've come back to it now and playing the Conflux mod, plus other mods.
Then you're an idiot.
Right, there's a word.
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly. He mumbles in his slumber.
There's bad things in the caves. Bad dwarf thing.
Wake him up.
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance. He's still asleep.
Ask about the bad dwarf things in the caves.
Blood and oil do mix, after all.
Shout at him to wake up.
His eyes open, but he doesn't see you.
It's definitely one of the best RPGs. Definitely. And I'm just waiting for Larian to finish the Baldur's Gate 3. When they finish that, I'll be playing that as well. I bought the early access, but I don't want to go into it. I did that with Divinity Original Sin 2. I played the early access. I want to wait till it's completely finished before I play it.
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there.
The island is ruined, doesn't have a name. Don't go there. I tried to wake him up.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Ask about this ruined nameless island.
There's no graveyard on the island. Stay away from the graveyard.
Shout at him to wake up.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
That's where this graveyard is and why you should stay away from it.
Sawdust and walls, mother. Sawdust and walls.
Clap your hands to wake him up.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Ask about these dusty walls.
Arcs for Lucian's Day sounds nice, mother.
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance. He's still asleep.
Ask if you'd be in Arcs on Lucian's Day. Leave me alone, mother.
Leave me alone, mother.
Shout him to wake up.
He opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance. He's still asleep.
Tell him you're not his mother.
Leave my stuff alone.
He goes back to sleep.
Oh yeah, I will be going into it blind. Like I say, I'm not going to play any of the early access on it, so it will be fun, to say the least.
The man sleeps on.
But mother, I'm sleeping.
Shout to him to wake up.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
I know for a fact that you can get this guy to give you the where the key is for the chest to open the chest. I did it on my first playthrough, but I can't remember what to do now. Don't touch the chest.
He goes back to sleep.
Talk to him again. Clap your hands to wake him up.
His eyes open, but he doesn't see you.
Tell him you're not his mother. Get away from my chest.
He goes back to sleep.
Oh, you need more memory. Alright. As in RAM or as in memory on disk space?
The man sleeps on. His eyes flicker.
Don't open the chest.
He goes back to sleep. The man sleeps on. Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring in.
Don't touch the chest.
He goes back
to sleep. I'm sure it's got to be weird. I can't remember how I did this.
His eyes flick wide open. He goes back to...
Alright, I'll come back. I'll check on that. We shall... Ooh, what's that? Origins of Lucian. No.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Right, we need to speak to this guy. That's part of a quest. Baron Levere.
Here now. Have you a reason for barging into my room, sir? When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see.
Yeah, it's great. You can do all the storylines in one, and nobody has to die. It's brilliant. I also like this mod as well. It's not the mod; it's one of the built-in cheats that you can get, where you can have the spirit vision on all the time as well, which is great. Don't have to keep casting it. Yeah, definitive edition. It is, yes. Yeah, we've got the Conflux mod, which adds skills, bosses, in Fort Joy there was at least, was it 3 or 4 new bosses that we fought. I'm also using a mod that makes all equipment level up to me, so that's good. All my equipment doesn't go out of date.
He squints at you and laughs. Looking closer, you see the man is wearing a very obvious fake beard. Behind the atrocious fox hair, you recognize the mischievous twinkling eyes of a lone wolf, Callow.
Iffin, forgive my style. I look a right pickled pepper pot, don't I?
Rifle users, what's that? Musketeers, I've not seen that mod. Can't ask why the hell he's pretending to be some rich knob.
Why do you think? Why do we ever do any of the ridiculous stuff we do? It's for a contract. Oh, nice job on Alexander, by the way. That'll net you a pretty penny, I'd wager.
Tell you haven't quite succeeded in killing Alexander, more's a pity.
Best get back on that, eh? Or they'll be calling you the Silver Floor.
Ah, right, okay. No, I've not seen it, so I might have a look at it and have a
So what next?
see.
Grapevine says you know the whereabouts of more Godworkum. Guess you'll be taking them on over Roost's Way, eh?
Yeah, tell him you're keen to take the Godwalking to Roost. Where is he?
Camped out at an abandoned sawmill, not too far from here.
Alright, okay. Nexus mods. Right. Yeah, I use Nexus for all my Skyrim mods.
Baron hunkers down and sketches a rough map from your present location on the floor using an apple, some playing cards and a fistful of threads.
Well, most of the ones I've installed for Divinity, you install directly to the... what's my favourite mod? It has to be Conflux at the moment. With all the new skills and the new bosses, it makes the game different. It's great. Not encountered a new boss yet in this area, in Driftwood area.
Suppose you'd best get
Reaper's Course, that's the word I was looking for.
Get back to living the no frills barred life of this chump.
Compliment on his impersonation.
Ah, you know how it is. Pretend you own the place and a surprisingly large number of people just go along with it. But I won't lie, the beard does go down well with the ladies.
Right, time to hit the road, straighten his fake moustache and straight off.
Baron laughs and swats you away.
We'll come back and kill you later, I think, because I want all this loot. But not yet. Tell you what, let's have a word with the ghost.
I am Baron Levere. I am Baron Levere, not he. Not he. I am Baron Levere.
Ask the spirit to explain himself. You already met a man called Baron Levere. Well, we know it's not really Baron Levere.
An impostor is he. A lone wolf in my own sheep's clothing. Bejeweled is he with a false name. Draped is his back with a false mantle. Bedecked are his cheeks with a false beard. Murderer, thief, impostor. I am Baron Levere.
Ask the spirit of Baron Levere why a lone wolf murdered him.
A rival's revenge? Another merchant's madness? Oh, the fever of gold is reason's bane. But it matters no longer what drove them to daggers. It matters who drove them into my flesh. You who hears the laments of the dead, avenge me. Kill the false baron. Give me back my name. Please. Avenge me.
We will later. Not right this minute. Right, we've got the key to this place. $3,000 XP. What have we got? Nothing. I'll get that, we'll sell that. Empty honey jar. Dwarven dagger. Dwarven dagger. Book.
You've got a picker you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? They can get Alexander and any of us.
I think we've read that before. So not to Beastie Boy. Alright, Renaissance. See you again. Thanks for popping in. I'll speak to you soon. Oh, Face Ripper. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take the quills. You can sell it. Can't reach. Can't reach. One figurine. Anything else?
You've got a picker you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander and get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain.
I think we can sell that. We've already got one of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Book of Rhyme. I think we've seen that one before. Arena Sorrows, Missing Magisters, we need to go and turn that one in.
You've got a picker you can trust.
Yeah, I can't remember how we get around that one. Merchant.
And I'm saying you can trust me.
Final Wolf Den, along with the pack. Rare Prey.
And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander and get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain.
Right, shall we go and visit our treat? Put a save in.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Yeah, I think she'll want to be alone.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you. She fixes you with a sultry look, and when she speaks, it's like listening to honeyed smoke.
I'm so glad you came, but your friends will have to leave.
She turns her back on you.
Damn it.
Then you're an idiot.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you. She fixes you with a sultry look, and when she speaks, it's like listening to honeyed smoke.
I'm so glad you've come. Are you here to water my flowers?
Catch on fast and tell her yes, you're here to water her flowers.
I've been so lonely since my man went away to fight the coming war. I need someone to take care of me. You're so masculine, darling. Won't you take care of me?
Tell her you do anything you can to look after her, then ask her where you should start.
Come on over here, big boy, and I'll tell you.
She bats her eyelashes.
What I'm thinking.
Oh dear. Ask her since when do lizards have eyelashes? Tell her you think she should shut up and get naked. No, sidle over there.
Holding your gaze, a shadow of a smile playing on her lips, she reaches for the clasp of her robe. You reach her and she unfastens it. Then, quite deliberately, she lets it fall.
Oops.
Don't move, breathe her in, her heady scent, her intoxicating aura, her very presence tantalising and beguiling. Tell her she dropped something.
Take me.
Take her.
She smiles, takes you by one manicured hand. With the other, she strokes your cheek, traces a line down your neck to your collarbone and your clothes. Slowly, she undresses you, then takes you to bed. Your world explodes.
Boom.
In pleasure.
Ooh. Lucky. Oh, hello, boys.
Good morning, lovebirds.
The swaggering rowdy stops dead in her tracks, a look of dubious recognition on her filthy face. She smiles uncertainly, gold teeth flashing for the briefest moment.
You realise who I am?
What the? Ifan? No little birdie's told me you were back in town.
You, no Gil.
Smile wildly. This is one of Gil's scams, right?
Can't deny it. And the guests can't deny that it's worth it too. But you're no guest. Welcome home. Come on, boys. Let's give Ifan some privacy and head on out to wait for the next guest. Oh, and Ifan, if you see any chumps down there who could do with a lighter purse, send them this away, for old time's sake.
Hello?
Carefully keeping your eyes trained on yours, Jill tosses you the clothes you were wearing.
Thank you.
The thugs retreat, each one shuffling backwards with eyes pinned to you the whole time. Zara suddenly looks terrified, not scared of them, but scared of you.
Oh, my stuff going back in.
Please, forgive me.
Give her a long, cool look, then smile. Lean over and kiss her. It was worth it.
She's relieved.
It was worth it, wasn't it? Now, baby, you should leave. You don't need a thing like me dragging you down, hanging on to your heart.
Ask her if she wants to go again.
She brightens and reaches for you.
Oh, do I? Why, yes. Yes, I do.
You fall into each other's arms once more. The world explodes in pleasure.
Again. Nice. Oh, it's all thievery. We won't steal anything. Right, back together. I quite like that when you play as Ifan, it gives you that that outcome. If you play with anybody else, you get your stuff robbed, then you have to get it back. So I quite like that.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Right, go back downstairs.
Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
He gives you his mischievous grin.
I did promise you the experience of a lifetime.
Oh, kill him now and be done with it. Frontman for a scam, asking why he does it.
His lip quivers. You expect him to be afraid, but he's not. He's ashamed.
They have me over a barrel. They do. You have to believe me. It's hard enough to earn a crust around here, and me and the young'un, we've been starving.
Let's go about this young one.
Oh, sir. The little un was left with me when my wife died. She won't make it without me, the poor child.
What's the child's name?
Livy. The child's name is Livy. She stays in the kitchen while I work. Go look. I swear it's true.
Tell him you'll go look, you better not be lying.
No, I swear it.
He gives you an earnest look and shows you towards the kitchen.
Damn right, we got right to establish it.
Oh, he's asking me to go in there and get killed. Is that what it was? But we've already killed Livy.
The spirit of Wivley glares at you.
That lying waiter seems to have legged it.
Love a surprise.
The humans must prevail.
Is that complete? Closed. Yeah, he's fueled us and fled.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll run into him again.
Paging anyone up that looks at them funny.
The ward rams keep the rhythm of patrol. This is going nowhere.
Now then, do I want to turn into the Magisters directly, or do I want to go through, what's his face, Stuart? I've never gone through Stuart before. Last time I went directly to the Magisters. Shall we give him the credit this time?
No rest.
I think we shall. Just put a save in just in case.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
What? Why do you sneak up on me? Don't you know how dangerous that is, the way things are?
Laugh and say that sneaking's always been the safest bet for you.
Show some sense and hold your tongue.
Oh.
People are on edge as it is, without newcomers looking for trouble. My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me.
So you took a note from the cook in the tavern. A list of missing Magisters and those who will be taken next.
The cook? The elven cook? You're saying she's involved in this? She's been found dead, I heard. I thought she was another victim, maybe. But this changes everything. Do my comrades know? Did you tell them what you discovered?
So you haven't told the Magisters yet.
Well, in that case, I might just...
I might just run off and tell them. Where's he going? Magister's not that way.
The cat stares up at you. Its midnight black pupils are too prominent for you to discern the colour of its glazed eyes.
8 lives already gone, but I'd gladly lose the last if you can throw me a fish. One of those smelly kind.
Offer 3 void tinted fish.
Maybe I should stick to the good stuff for a while.
He pokes his nose at your map, leaving a wet spot.
I think you'll find something interesting there. Found me some goodies during life number 6. Now, if you don't mind, I need a bit of me time.
That can't be good for him.
Oh dear.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Tell you a bit peckish.
Peckish? Is that a joke of some kind? If it is, it's only a little funny. But you tried, and that's something. So will you take an egg for your effort? Oh, you want a list? I've got eggs to lay, grass to tidy, grain to clear, and magister boots to peck.
I've noticed before the chicken's a scouser.
Well, ain't you a tall drink at all, Ness? What can I do for you, honey?
I like the sheen of her feathers.
She fluffs them and coos.
You're so very, very sweet to notice, honey. Ain't easy keeping him so nice in a dusty town like this. But I do take pride in him.
I haven't got any eggs you want to get.
Why not? Not all of them hatch, you know. And between you and me, honey, I don't mind the taste of an omelette now and again. Go on and scoot then, honey.
Thank you. Oh, cat skelly. Okay. Oh dear.
Why the devil is this stall out in the open? Oh, heavens! Occupied! Oh!
Ask her if she's alright.
Do I sound like I'm alright? That's what I get. Bloody tainted stew!
Gently, that's what she means. Tainted stew.
Mix a little fish into some of my stew. Bloody mackerel must have been tainted. Save me, Lucian!
Oh dear.
Her munificence Dallas the Hammer, in her capacity as hereby layeth, may
We read that
hail
once.
to the hammer.
Right, okay then. That's there. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Who shall we speak to? Let's speak to Lossa. No. For my best. Red Prince. Seville. Why can't I target Lossa?
The poster flutters lightly in the breeze.
Another bounty on my head.
Proved to be child's play to outwit her. No doubt it'll be child's play to cut her down.
We slipped her island without too much of it to do.
The Divine Order isn't as all-powerful as it likes to think.
She seems to be out for blood. I fear I may, for once, be found lacking.
No news here. Everyone wants a piece of me.
Let her cower on that ship of hers and be glad the water's too foul for me to swim.
More bounty hunters on my trail. Good luck to them.
Indeed.
You know all the tricks in the book?
Elvina, I need those reports
Feel
down.
free to have my back.
The disappearances have been solved, and no thanks to you. It took a former magister, a bloody elf no less, to see the task done. At least this farce is over.
So that's incorrect. You killed the cook, not the ex-magister. The bounty should go to you.
I don't reward cravens and liars.
For journal updates. So I archived it. Yep. Closed. Okay. We will come back and kill you and all.
Stop these disappearances. My career is at stake. Elsa, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some.
Right away.
Let's check out the cellar. We haven't done this yet. No, not yet.
The Magister turns to you with a scowl. He already seemed immensely displeased, and your interjection isn't improving his mood.
What?
Soldier, not that he doesn't seem too pleased with his posting by the sounds of it.
Look around. Would you be happy stuck guarding this bloody place? 10 years of service and they stick me in a hole with a bunch of speechless goons. The new leadership ought to learn to respect its veterans. We're the ones who uphold the rule of law, not white ponches like Raymond and Jonathan.
Special sympathy suggests that perhaps he'll get reassigned soon.
A sly smile creeps across the Magister's face.
Aye, and sooner than you might think, if the rumours are true. Let's just say, there's other places where I'd be appreciated more than I am in Driftwood.
Tell me should leave then, and join up with whatever this venture is.
Who asked you? You're not even supposed to be down here.
Failure.
Keep out of it.
The Magister turns to you with a scowl.
What?
The Magister glances at you like you're something he just stepped in.
Keep out of it.
Shrug and say a problem shared, it's a problem halved.
I'll halve you with my sword if you don't
Try
mind
flattery.
your own business. That's what I want to know. Stuck here with those silent things. The new leadership ought to learn to respect its veterans. We're the ones who uphold the rule of law, not white ponches like Raymond and Jonathan.
A sly smile creeps across the Magister's face.
Aye, and sooner than you might think, if the rumours are true. Let's just say, there's other places where I'd be appreciated more than I am in Driftwood.
Yeah, try to leave again.
You're not even supposed to be down here.
Intelligence persuasion.
The Magister glances around the cells, before ripping the keys from his belt and casting them aside.
This isn't the Divine Order I signed up for. Not anymore. I'm done.
Bye. Oh, goody. Off you go. Be on your way.
Nice.
Sorry, a mushroom. Cooking pot, cooking pot.
The spirit of an emaciated prisoner is staring down at his own corpse. He shakes his head and lets out an exasperated sigh.
Of all the stupid ways to go.
That's what happened.
Oh, it was a stupid bloody accident. I dosed myself with some poison to make it look like I was half dead. I figured they'd take me to see a healer and I'd have a chance to escape. I must have taken too much of the stuff though. Wound up fully dead instead of half dead. Those bastards haven't even moved me body.
I wonder what crime you committed to wind up in this place.
Scowls at you.
I did nothing. Or I didn't do what they accused me of, at least. A miscarriage of justice is what this is.
Express your sympathies and say it sounds like he was treated unjustly.
That's putting it bloody lightly. Nobody deserves to rot in a hole like this.
Like a spirit knows a way to escape.
Let's leave that secret for someone who needs it. You can stroll out of here whenever you like.
Okay.
I've spotted something.
There's the way to escape if you needed it. Oh, what the hell? I've got to do all that again. That's because they took all this stuff off us. They returned it to us. And now it's not in the bags anymore. Okay, well that's an hour of my time that's going to be spent doing that then. Holy shit.
A painful death, trapped and defenseless.
Oh dear, okay. Well, that's depressed me. Mushrooms. Right, just because of that. Silent Watcher, you're dead. Finally, we got the champion. Modus. Six new journal updates. Wow, okay. Sorcerer's Ring.
Fine.
Right, what were those? Modus Awakens. Local road and sorcerer maybe connected criminal underworld. Okay. Waking Riker. Hanag. Demon's Advocate. And Saheela's Reward. Nice updates. Right, we will use the hall to see where it leads. Oh. We're in the arena. Okay, so we can have a word with all these next time. Alright guys, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch on YouTube. Please all like and subscribe. This is Olgrey signing off.